Okay, for anyone watching this as a replay, welcome to the video. This was a past stream, but for anyone who's currently in stream, welcome to the stream as well. I just need a few moments to get everything ready and process the audio and everything, so this might take a while. But other than that, hopefully you enjoy the stream and enjoy the video if you're watching it as a replay. Alright, where do I find this? Live. How are you both here so quickly? That is genuinely insane. But give me a moment, folks. I'm just handling some details on my end. View in live control room. Yeah, there we go. Alright, since I'm streaming through my PlayStation, I'm doing all the management on my laptop. I was already on YouTube. Jesus Christ. Nova, god damn it. Lol G, welcome to the stream, brother. I'm dedicated. Yeah, it is kind of interesting you both got here immediately. Although it could also be that YouTube genuinely just sends a live stream notification, whereas Twitch wouldn't. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna handle some details. I'm joking, was watching... What? Hold on, was watching some Fortnite. He was watching Fortnite videos, okay. I'm just cleaning while I watch this. Can you both tell me if the audio is okay? Because I have no idea at the moment. Bro, I have the subscribe bell turned on. Oh, of course, yeah. That really does help, doesn't it? The audio is fine. Alright, thank you. I was taking my time trying to figure out where, which game to play for the stream, and I ended up literally buying... What do you mean the title is paid? It really isn't. Wanna play on Sunday, bro? Also, audio is a-okay, thank you. Oh, right, I think you did actually send me a text. You were saying Dead by Daylight on Sunday or Saturday, right? Would you be free Monday? Because I'm not really sure about the weekend. No, I mean Friday. Would you be free Friday? Okay, where's the bloody button? Stream health. I'll check that later on. Oh, okay, you're zoomed out a bit. That makes sense. Also, the title is not bait at all. That's exactly what I plan to be discussing. Avatar: The Last Airbender, Legend of Korra, Seven Havens, Legend of Aang, all of that. It's just, I chose Stellar Blade because I haven't played this game yet. The other option was going to be Marvel Rivals, and we both know that game is Goon Central. There were no safe options, other than Dead by Daylight or GTA. Forgot this is YouTube and I have to calm down on my Twitch freedom. Yeah, you kinda do need to keep the language down a bit. This is YouTube. I'm not free this Friday or Saturday. Sunday could work. Would need to play a bit earlier, I think, but can play a bit of Dead by Daylight on Sunday. Right, I need to change this from a... I can't keep it as a gaming stream. Although I can keep it as a gaming stream. Should have played Nike, Goddess of Victory. That's also a Guna game, Nova. You know that. You told me that. I had no safe options. Also, I'm completely confused. Do I put the stream as gaming or entertainment? My channel is entertainment, but this is a game. It's completely confusing. I don't want the algorithm. Visually, yes, but story-wise, no. Story-wise, Stellar Blade is a good game. Visually speaking, you'll see in a moment. Right. I'm completely confused. Do I put this as a gaming stream or Marvel Rivals Rogue? Rogue, Luna... you know what? No, I'm not going to name all those characters. Entertainment, since you are doing... Right, entertainment stream, that is... Thank you, Nova. Do I even need a thumbnail? Hold on, what thumbnail do you guys see when you're going into the stream? Or do you just see like a generic thumbnail? Completely confused on that. Because I do have a custom Rogue, looks hella old because of the white hair, I guess. But hold on. Live. we see the current title screen. Okay, then I don't actually need to put any kind of different thing. I'll change the thumbnail later on, I think. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. But I think for now it should be okay. Okay, no altered content. None of that. As far as details go, I think it's okay. I'm just gonna check stream health and we should be able to go from there. I don't know why this part is completely... oh, okay. Give me a second, there was something else that I didn't do. Automatically experience, optimizing the experience. Okay, I guess turn on. Okay, now it's decided to actually work. It was being an absolute degenerate. Atla and Legend of Korra stream. Yeah, so if you have any Avatar The Last Airbender questions, please feel free to ask. Show's main menu, still a blade, thank you. Blue, black, the Spectre, and all your content. I think it's your banner. As long as it shows like the title screen of what I'm looking at right now, I think that works. Avatar Legend of Korra stream, yep. If you have any questions about that, please do let me know. Can you deactivate the heart thing next to chat? Can I deactivate it? What do you mean the like heart thing? Next to chat. I don't see a heart thing. Of course Hiroko wouldn't be here. Yeah, of course Hiroko wouldn't be here. No, I just see your banner, bro. Although it might have changed, I don't know. Okay, give me a sec. I'll just change it to my like usual extreme one. Because if it was going to just show Stellar Blade, I would be fine with that. But if it's just showing my banner, that's not really going to work well, is it? Oh, give me a sec. It's a good thing. I literally had to go ahead and make a thumbnail specifically for that. So I suppose it's going to come in handy here. I just need to go back to my files and find it there. I've had to overly optimize. Also, everybody else in the stream, welcome. Feel free to ask any questions. This is focused on Avatar The Last Airbender, Legend of Korra, and all that. But you are free to ask any other questions as well. I don't really mind. Alright, should be in the God of War section. I have Atla entire season and all episodes downloaded on my tablet. I'm pretty sure somewhere on my hard drive I genuinely have all the seasons of Legend of Korra and Atla already downloaded as well. Although that's mostly because if I'm ever on a long journey and I don't have any service, I can literally just connect that to my laptop and just watch it instead. It's always a show I go back to and never really gets old in any regard. So definitely a top pick then over. Okay, found it. Saved to one as 1 and the other as 2 because of the size, I think. There we go. I think this should do. As much as I hate Korra the show, yeah, as much as you hate it, it is still fun to watch because it does have legacy characters and really good moments in there. Thoughts on the Aang movie not going to theaters? I was going to make a video about that and I absolutely hate that Paramount would pull something like that. It's ridiculous. I usually don't go to the cinema these days because I genuinely just don't care about movies. I just watch reviews instead. But for Avatar The Last Airbender or The Legend of Aang, despite the controversial news coming out about it, I would love to go and watch that, and I would probably go multiple times too. But learning that they're not doing that is completely ridiculous. Oh, by the way, they did launch a petition on change.org, by the way. I'm not sure if Paramount are going to listen, but it's already gotten like thousands of signatures. So if you do want to go ahead and sign that and hopefully make a difference, you can go ahead. But yeah, it's a really saddening thing. They're trying to pull people into Paramount Plus or whatever the subscription is called. But what I don't think they realize, or the execs realize, in the current world of the internet, if you take away something from people, they will find a way to get it for free. Missed my chat, by the way, but never mind. Hold on. Let me see if I can go find it. I'm just setting up my Lego Star Wars sets right now, including my Lego Millennium Falcon. Not a flex, I promise, bro. I thought you said you were cleaning. Are there mods on YouTube? Cause I'm applying right now. I thought I already made you a mod, to be honest, Nova. Hold on, give me a sec. I'll just give you a mod role. Yeah, there are mods. I think I've already made Nova as my mod beforehand. Go to channel, in timeout. There you go, Nova. You should be moderator at the moment. Standard moderator, managing moderator, can manage blocked words and change chat modes in live. Also has standard moderator capabilities. I'm putting you as managing mod, Nova. Go ahead. There you go, you've got mod role. Hold on, let's see. The two shows I have on my drive is Avatar Aang and One Piece. You have all of One Piece? All 1,000 episodes? Bloody hell. That's definitely going to take a lot of space. Only on Twitch, I'm a king. Yeah, the council needed to fix my Windows, so I had to take everything down and just setting it back up. I hope it didn't end up damaging anything. Right, Nova, try and get familiar with all the mod controls since I have no idea how any of those work. Just now I had to figure out how to make you a mod. No, more of around 500. That in itself is insane. But hey, if the internet ever goes down, you have the perfect opportunity to literally just have infinite content. It's not a gooning game, Nova. Shut up. Hold on, where are the controls again?
Are you sure you don't want to do any upgrades?
Upgrades to what? Hold on. Mind you, this is my first time playing the game. Hold on. Let me pause a bit. No, it's all good. I wrapped it all up in my bedding, so it was safe. I wasn't taking the risk. Awesome. Hot take, base Aang has way more physical strength feats than base Korra. In base, I guess so. I know for a fact that in airbending he has the strongest feat we've ever seen. Hold on. In airbending you can use the feat in Ba Sing Se with the whistle. You can use the one in the Fortune Teller episode. There he showed a really strong feat too. In firebending I'm not sure. In earthbending I'm not sure. I've heard some people saying in the comics he uses a really powerful earth feat, lifting a city or something like that, but I'm not entirely sure about that. In waterbending, I know he has the strongest water feat next to Avatar Korok, but I think Korok used the Avatar state. Aang just did it with just the moon itself. So, physical strength itself as in physically lifting stuff, I'm not too sure because Korra is physically kinda strong. Just going through the chat a bit. It's all good, wrapped it all up, okay. Hold on, why Eve kinda... Nova, chill! Basically he can delete any messages, time out anyone, and hide people from your channel. As long as anyone doesn't commit any violations, there's no point to really moderate the chat at all. Which everyone seems to be doing well so far. Which, by the way, thank you to everyone for being here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Eve, turn around. Turn around. Eve, turn around. Turn around. I'm just gonna unpause. I did not realize that's what it was. That's what you guys were looking at. Okay. Nah, he did that physical strong. Yeah, physically strong. I think Korra is the physically strongest between the two. But when it comes to bending, that's where Aang shines. Amon is a bad villain, I stand by this. I don't think he's a bad villain, he was just screwed over by the writing in a lot of ways, to be honest. I can elaborate on that further. Thanks for that info. I'm not totally sure about that, okay. Also, I have 15k iridescent shards. Any chance you could help me pick a couple killers tonight at some point? Yeah, of course. Just let me know which ones you're considering. I've heard the unknown is supposed to be fun, but I don't think he's your type of killer, to be honest. Eve is an android, they said. Technically, she is an android. She's not exactly human. Or not fully human, anyway. Just change her outfit to default. So, not equip the... Okay, hold on, Nova. I get what you're trying to get at here, so I'm just going to show you all the outfits I have, okay? Okay. I have this one. White Kunoichi skin. Korra is older. Yeah, she's 18, and at the end of the show, I think she's about 21 or something. I have that one. Naturally, I can't use this one for serious reasons. There's the black version. I can't use this one either for obvious reasons. And then I've got this one, which is the diving suit. That's the starter one. I guess I can use this. And then there's this one. I just used it because I liked it, I guess. But sure, I'll go with the dive suit. Here. And then I'll be on the pause screen while I read things. Is that better, Nova? Right, let's catch up. Yeah, Russell, no worries. I'll help you pick up some killers. Just let me know what the new ones that can be bought with the iridescent shards are. Eve is an android, okay. Just change the outfits so not equip the nude skin. Yeah, that's going to be hard. She is older. Yeah, Korra is older. Will do, bro. When I'm done cleaning, no worries, brother. Korra is older. Yeah, she's about 21 or 20 at the end of the show. Korra being able to use fire, water, earth is a big plot hole, and I'm working on a video literally disproving that, or proving that it is a gigantic plot hole. Then use the starter one or black Kunoichi. The black and white Kunoichi all do the same damage. I mean, they cover the top half, I guess. Nobody has no problem. I'm out for someone, and I'm happy to let you know. You can also see your channel's latest activity too. Thanks for the help, Darkstar. Why was that message deleted? Nova, did you delete it, or did they delete it themselves? Okay, add as mode, pin you some time out. I'm guessing... Oh, message retracted. That must mean you just deleted it yourself. No worries then. No, I didn't do that. Yeah, it just says retracted. Must mean they deleted it themselves. Alright, let me see if I can actually progress in the story. It's telling me like I can upgrade stuff, but I'm not sure what I can even upgrade. That's a vending machine from what I know. Okay, that's rest. Do I need to be facing it or something? Okay, use the shop. I don't think I want anything from the shop. Is that the upgrade bench? Okay. It is the upgrade bench. Let's catch up to chat. No, I didn't do that. Eve is so bad. Nova, behave. Unalaq has the potential to be the best villain in the franchise. One of the reasons being his original idea about the spirits were right. Humans neglected the spirits, which is bad. I think if they just kept Unalaq as the original, yes. But at near the end of the season, they ended up making Unalaq basically just evil being evil. The idea that Unalaq just wants to spread pure chaos for no other reason other than spreading chaos never made sense to me in the slightest. I guess the fact that he's in the Red Lotus kinda adds credence to that point, but yeah, they ruined Unalaq in the end. If they just kept him as the manipulative guy who had the wrong ideals but for the right reasons, he would be a better character and a better villain, but right now he's just not. Only if you could see her in Nikke. I know they have a version of the Nikke skins in Stellar Blade, but I didn't know they added her in Nikke as well. Skill settings. Huh. Oh, right, thank you. The Equalist plot line is the functional equivalent as a short person being mad at someone being tall. Yeah, the Equalist movement doesn't make sense, and I think the writers realized themselves it doesn't actually make any sense, because after the end of book 1, it literally completely got forgotten. When equality was not served, what they were striving for, it's like basically, they have their leader, Amon, right? Amon gets defeated or runs away or whatever, and immediately they just stopped caring. Like the people were just fine with not being equal anymore, which doesn't make any sense. You can argue that having the president, or Raiko, being a non-bender helps, but it really doesn't, does it, at all? Because a good friend of the channel, Lightning, pointed something out. Some of the richest people in the Legend of Korra are non-benders. Varric is a non-bender. Hiroshi is also a non-bender. Literally, the wealth disparity is so incredibly painfully non-bender. It's ridiculous. So wouldn't the benders themselves kind of be in turmoil about that? That the wealthiest people are all non-benders? Never made any sense to me in the slightest. Also, when you go back to Avatar The Last Airbender, being a non-bender did not mean you were weak. I would question anyone who would look at Ty Lee and tell me she can't defeat someone and that she's weak. In Avatar The Last Airbender, the way they fixed equality was the non-benders oftentimes were able to take out the average benders or master benders easily, quite easily, because they weren't fine with being weak. The same would apply to benders too. Bolin deserves better than Korra. Bolin deserves better than everyone in that show. The kindest person was treated like garbage. I hated that. I brought up the wealth gap between the two groups, and I don't think any Legend of Korra defenders have any answer to that. The non-benders are the richest. It doesn't even make any sense why there would be equality issues. If Unalaq wasn't obviously evil and Korra wasn't dumb, I could live with the past lives being lost. I'm living with it because, unlike other people, I don't blame her for losing that fight and losing the past lives, but what I do blame her for is trusting Unalaq in the first place. I've heard some people making the point of Korra trusting Unalaq makes sense because he was manipulative, but when you look at the context of she trusted an uncle she barely knew over the father that raised her from when she was a kid and gave her everything she ever wanted. Mind you, Tonraq never did anything negative towards Korra except keeping a secret. That was it. Literally. He was a good father and you can't disprove that. And Tenzin, who literally bailed Korra out of prison more than twice and literally bent over backwards for her to train her and provide everything for her. In the end, Korra ended up choosing the uncle she barely knew over two father figures who took care of her and gave her everything her entire life. And people genuinely go ahead and defend that? Tonraq's fighting style is clean. Bro only used ice bending. I like Tonraq's bending, to be honest. He's one of the... I wouldn't say one of the best waterbenders, but he's up there. But the fact that he's a good father and just does his role in the story makes me like him a lot. Bolin deserves better than Korra. Yep. Hold on. Man, the next Avatar is cooked. They are cooked. Two of them, both. Unless the studio plans to change it later on, because the current leaks right now say there's two Avatars. Technically he's top 5 or top 10 I would go with. Because despite what anyone's gonna say, Katara is the best waterbender we have literally ever seen. She's mastered every aspect and is the fastest learner. So I would say Katara is first, and then you can arrange them in any order after that. Kaya, Aang. Korra isn't top 3. I'm sorry to anyone who believes Korra is top 3 waterbenders, but she doesn't use her own birth element. My soul was crushed when I saw the past lives being destroyed. That moment hurt. It genuinely just hurt. Also, Seven Havens is basically Amon and Unalaq. Unalaq's wet dream combined, if you think about it. It's also Zahir's wet dream basically too, because he just wanted chaos, so he gets exactly what he wants. How are you, a child, disabled and the Avatar after Korra, and your only help is Korra? Who put you in that situation? Yeah, that's going to be hilarious. Imagine Pavi and Nisha finally unlocking the Avatar states and speaking to Korra and being like, can you give us some help? And Korra's like, what help? I failed my time too. No, that's being facetious. She didn't entirely fail, but the fact that in her time, the world was basically destroyed doesn't look great on her, the same way Roku being essentially responsible for the Nation genocide, it doesn't look great for him either. I'm convinced Republic City was a... what? Hold on. Is that just a delayed chat? Because I can't see it in the recent ones. Bro, Cora isn't even in top 5, nor top 10 of any bending. The only reason she is top 1 of spirit bending is because the first one got packed up by Tenora. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, so this is basically just a vending machine, right? The moment she permanently lost Aang, I started to hate her. I wouldn't say I hate Korra, to be honest. I give her more grace than what most people do give her. I think I can only upgrade her when I'm resting, right? Let's go ahead and rest. Oh, I can change the song. Okay. Hold on. What are the options? Nope. 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 Too loud. Blur. No, but the president doesn't solve the inequality. It really doesn't. It doesn't. And I don't understand why a non-bending president would solve anything at all. Because you've got the same background doesn't mean, yeah. The election process there was questionable as hell, but I just don't question it. It's just easier that way. Okay. I need to find the rest button. What the hell? Okay, that selects music. Where's the chair? Rest. There was no form of inequality pre the equalist. Basically, yep. Right, I think someone said something about upgrades, and I have no idea where to even get the upgrades from. Because there's a vending machine there, there's the radio there, where I can change the music. Here allows me to save. Unless you mean here, hold on. Databank manual settings, this is just equipment. I don't think I can upgrade anything even if I wanted to. Brother, what skill thing? What skill thing? I'm not seeing a skill thing. There was no form of inequality pre the equalist. They created the entire concept of inequality. R1 till you reach skill. Oh, okay, here. I don't think I can unlock anything. I don't have any skill points yet. Finish bro just sent you some pics of the finished display. When you get a chance, have a look. Hold on, give me a sec. I'll just pull it up, and I'll just pull it up now. The good news is, while I've got Instagram open, I can actually keep up with the chat too. Yeah, Nova, I don't have any skill points yet, so I don't think I can actually upgrade anything. Okay, Funko Pops. Yeah, it's looking good, bro. Although, aren't you going to be making the Millennium Falcon, from what you said? Oh, that's a close-up view. That's better. Hold on, what's that? Yeah, this entire setup here just looks nerdy as hell, which I'm definitely going for that. Okay, catch up with the chat. Beginning of the show, I would have defended. I would have been a defender for Haven to. Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to reread that because I have no idea. At the beginning of the show, I would have defender for Haven to heal, but the loss of Aang and the past lives, man. Right, so you're upset about the loss of the past lives and Aang. Yeah, that's completely understandable. Cheers, bro. Yeah, it's already done, and yeah, I'm a big nerd. Yes to all the above, brother. There are people who think pro-bending is the form of inequality, and... How is pro-bending a form of inequality? If they're trying to say it's a sport that non-benders can compete in, that's like arguing men's sports and women's sports. There's a reason there are divisions for different people. Just make your own. Like, if pro bending can't be played by non-benders, I don't know, develop another game? Football? Basketball would be good too. I don't know, tennis? I'm sure someone would watch that. I've never watched tennis and I don't plan to. But yeah, just because non-benders can't participate in pro bending doesn't mean it's inequality, just means non-benders can make their own thing and do that instead. Pro bending was fun, but didn't make any sense. I like pro bending. Like the idea of modernizing the bending styles a bit, kinda, I like that. It shows that the series is actually progressing at a healthy rate, and that bending is evolving to a bit. But the fact that they were using lightning benders in power plants doesn't make sense to me, because how do you go from barely having any lightning benders to just having so many you can use them in factories? The same goes for metal bending, by the way. From it being as rare as only Toph learning it, and somehow Aang not even knowing it, to just having an entire police force full of metal benders? Really? Okay. What would you like to see out of the Avatar series? To be honest, I would like to see the previous lives animated. Like if we could have a short story or short season, or just like one season based on Roku and then Yang Chen and then Korok and then Kyoshi. Basically, just give us a mini series, or like call it Avatar Chronicles, or I don't know, past. I don't know what they would title it, but basically just have an Avatar TV show where each season is dedicated on a past life, going backwards or going forwards. Like if you want to start with the earliest one going forward, I'd be fine with that, or just forward going backwards, I'd be fine with that too, because there are so many stories to explore in the Avatar universe. It's too many, in fact, that we don't actually need to go forward in time. I'm fine with The Legend of Korra, but it surprises me that the Avatars already know a way, that the writers and producers already know a way to make a lot of money, which is give the audience what they want, but instead they decide to bet on something that is completely based on chance. Like, why make Seven Havens when a Kyoshi show would be more watched and more loved, or a Yang Chen show, or a Korok one, or a Roku one? We, as a community of the Avatar The Last Airbender franchise, would like those way more than we like Seven Havens. And it wouldn't even be a gamble on profit, because you know it's immediately going to be profitable, because you're guaranteed the people love it already. Why are we going forward when going back is going to bring more profit? Do they hate money or something? I don't know. These decisions never made sense to me. Like Paramount putting the entire movie on Paramount Plus, that never made sense to me either. They must hate money. How do you lightning bend and hold on, and that thing is just a weak taser? Hold on, let me just catch up. Who would you like to see? Oh, I was just answering that. Tennis with the players wearing mics is funny. I'll send you a link to a video of it. I've heard that. The sounds they make are ridiculous. What were the rules? Literally, I couldn't understand how to win. Right. They did make an Avatar. They made a Legend of Korra game in Xbox 360. I played it. That's when I got to experience Pro Bend. I hated that game mode, by the way. I hated it so bad because winning required perfect playing, and I hated it. I think the worst part about it too was that if you lose at the second round or third round, you went back to the first round, and even knocking them all out was so hard. It was almost on hard mode, and I wasn't even on hard mode. That game frustrated me so bad, I swear. I didn't even finish that game because of how difficult it was at points. But I think one of the rules is you can't have a steady stream of water or fire or earth in the arena at the same time. So if you're shooting a rock, you have to shoot one and then the other. You can't shoot two rocks at once. The same way you can't have water flowing around hitting multiple people. It has to straight up be a jab. That's it. Same applies with fire. Your attacks have to be jabs, not bent in a traditional fashion. And they can't both be sent at the same time. So no double jets of fire, no constant streams of water, and no two rocks of earth. I think that's just the rules, but also you aren't allowed to overstep on the lines until you push the enemy back a line too. That's all the rules really. Which Korra ended up cheating too because mind you, he was fighting a cheat at the time, but when she put water inside his helmet, took it out and attacked him again, took it out and attacked him again, that was a cheating move. You aren't supposed to do that. You're just supposed to jab at them. That's it. That's all the rules of pro bending, I think. Roku is a fraud. Well, sort of, yeah. But I can understand his positioning, but yeah. Aang not knowing metal bending doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. I will stand on that. It does not make sense that Aang did not learn metal bending from Toph. What were the rules? Okay. How to lightning bend? I think I've covered that one. Aang not knowing metal rules, not knowing metal makes sense. It really doesn't, not to me. Because why would him as the Avatar not want to know a skill like that? I'm not sure if he learned lightning bending either. I would assume he at least attempted to learn. But as the Avatar, it's kind of his duty to learn all these skills and pass them on to the next one, isn't it? Even without that, it would at least make sense for him to try to understand it. Also, for Aang, it should be the easiest for him to learn metal bending. Because he learned seismic sense, he can see the way that Toph sees, so metal bending should come easy for him too. He didn't learn lightning bending, he can just counter it. Yeah, that's what we saw in the show, but I'm wondering if he did learn lightning bending at some point. Like, I also have the same question for Zuko. The reason he couldn't do lightning bending was because he wasn't, I don't know, balanced internally or something. But after the end of the show, when he turned good, he should have been balanced. So can he now perform lightning bending? I guess we'll never know. We need an Avatar Kuruk novel, cause people stay disrespecting my boy. We know his story, by the way. Him being that way completely makes sense, but he just gets disrespected a lot. Roku is a fraud, understandable. Yang Chen should have known better than to neglect the spirits. She's an air nomad, it's why I'm harsh on her for that decision. Oh yeah, she escaped the Air Nation like a while ago. That's why getting air advice from Yang Chen was the worst idea. She's an airbender in name only. She basically just left at some point and just went on her journey. She did not care about the airbending doctrine at all. Roku couldn't smoke his friend who was destroying the world. Meanwhile, I'm out here whooping my friend whenever he says some bullshit. Okay, so Roku didn't actually... How should I put this? He wasn't destroying the world at that point. Mind you, when Roku went and told Sozin to stop, Sozin did stop for years. I think it was around 10 or 20 years after that. When Roku went to Sozin and told him to cut it out, stop that, or I will come back for you, Sozin stopped. He genuinely just obeyed Roku and just stayed in the Fire Nation. So you can't really say he didn't stop him when he was taking over the world. He wasn't. Sozin genuinely just calmed down and didn't do anything. The only reason he started doing his bullshit was because he saw that, Roku's gonna die. So he decided, well, no one's gonna stop me now. But I think some people miss out a key detail on their friendship. Not only did Sozin actually listen and respect Roku and stop attacking, but when Roku was in trouble, Sozin didn't have to go there to help Roku at all. He went there because that's his best friend and decided to actually help. And I don't think many people respect that enough. Sozin was genuinely a good friend and a good brother to Roku to the very end. It's just they had two very different ideals on how the world should work. That's all, to be honest. Let's see. I can list some of Aang's physical strength feats that put him above any feat Korra displayed. Note your earthbending correlates to your physical strength, so I still count those. Go ahead, I'd be very curious to see those, to be honest. I don't remember if there is any gun in the Avatar universe. No, there's no guns. You'd be surprised. That is kind of surprising, though. They went to having cars and planes. But nobody invented a gun? Really? Okay. You'd think that would be the one thing non-benders would create in order to equalize things. But you know what would be the best thing for equalizing the gap between benders and non-benders? Shock gloves! Yeah, the ones that require you getting close enough to just punch someone anyway. Not spears that are electrified, not swords that are electrified. Gloves! Yeah, because giving someone a handshake is gonna save you from being killed. It's ridiculous that they didn't think of guns or long-range weapons first. But their first idea was the weapon that's only useful if you can cuddle someone. Lovely times, I swear. He didn't learn lightning bending. You can just counter it. Yep. Lava bending must be an avatar-only skill, but in Korra it is a sub-element of Earth. It used to be an avatar-only thing. And I made a video about this, basically proving that fact. The only times we've ever saw lava bending in Avatar: The Last Airbender was when it was being performed by an avatar. That's it, literally, by an avatar. But not just that. When it was being performed by either an avatar or a firebending avatar. So it was either going to be tied to firebending or tied to an avatar-only skill. Later, they changed it to an earthbending skill, which still doesn't make any sense to me at all. I guess it's because it's molten earth, but that would mean they can heat up the earth enough to make fire out of it, which lava is stronger than fire, so I guess earthbenders are better firebenders. Right. Well, Toph did say he was still sloppy. Toph never really gives Aang any actual compliments, does she? So even if he did fully master it, I don't think she would give him the props of just saying, okay, you're an actual master. Unlike Katara, who literally just commends Aang anytime she gets. But Toph wouldn't be the type to just say, okay, Aang, your training is complete. This weekend I'm planning to go watch Avatar: Ash and Fire. It's 3.5 hours long. There is no way I'm going to watch that anyway. I'll wait until it's on a streaming service or something. I'll watch it then. I wonder if you can be an evil avatar like Vaatu. There are some stories of an evil avatar called Avatar Gun. Apparently he lost his friend in a sea accident or typhoon or something like that and just went evil from there, but we don't know much about Avatar Gun at all. Also, firebending is nerfed in the series because fire is actually busted. It is busted. They did a lot to nerf fire because it's also like temperature control. Ideally, you should be able to raise someone's body temperature to an insane degree and just, well, get rid of them from there. But they kind of had to reduce it and give it a sort of like a bad look because it's the enemy element. You can't make it too overpowered or they can't be beaten. Ash from Pokemon got married and got 2 kids. What? When? Hold on, when? When was this? Is this in the new Avatar Pokemon series or something? To be honest, I stopped immediately after Ash's journey ended and just stopped right there. She does compliment him in the runaway. Hold on, when was it? I don't remember it clearly, to be honest, but I'll have to go back. I do remember them. Aang was taking care of both Katara and Toph at the same time. They ended up fighting each other though. So I'll have to go back and rewatch that one. Right. I can't believe Ash actually got married and has 2 kids. I'm on DBD now and I thought I'd send you pics instead, as there's 13 killers I could get. Yeah, just send me a picture of the killer rosters, or yeah, I'll have a look at it. Lava bending should have stayed an avatar only skill, or at least should have required fire and earth bending gene. Technically that is true for Bo Lin. He does have both the earth and fire bending gene. I'm not sure about Gazan. I'm not sure about Gazan, to be honest. She does compliment him in the runaway. Yeah, I'd need to just go back and watch that. The thing I liked about the live action of Atla is how firebending is presented. You need to be a master firebender to be able to create fire without a source. It's not that you need a fire source. If you're talking about the movie, oh, the movie. We do not talk about the Avatar The Last Airbender movie. That thing should not exist. I hated it. Slow motion earthbending? Really? I can make coffee before the rock hits me. Oh, Susan's comment, okay. I've sent you the pics on Insta, bro. I'll have a look. Sent you the Ash getting married on IG. If Father Glowworm isn't the main villain of Seven Havens, I don't know what they're doing. I have no idea what they're doing with Seven Havens, to be honest. It's like I said before, why create something new when you have things that are guaranteed to actually work? It's ridiculous in so many ways. I don't get it. Let's have a look at all the killers. Houndmaster. Ooh. You might like Houndmaster. I certainly don't. The Knight is a good killer when he's not being nerfed a lot. Chucky is a licensed one, so obviously we can't get him. I've heard some people say they enjoy the unknown, I guess, but none of that. Honestly, the licensed killers these days are far better. Given your playstyle, I think you might enjoy the Trickster since he's a long-range killer. The Artist, not so much. He's a bit of a trap killer. You tend to enjoy Ghostface, so I suppose. Legion. Yeah, you definitely need Legion, brother. Legion, the Oni, and... Legion is good. He's a very fast-paced killer. I would definitely recommend him for Dead by Daylight. Okay. That one's very slow, so I might give you a bit of a hard time. But for now, my main... I would say Legion would be my best bet for now. I prefer the rather than the 900 one, that's just so I can get more. But 900 one. I recommend the Legion. Try him out, or try them out first. And that one is the one that's half off, so try the Legion first. Fast-paced killer has really good perks like Discordance, which comes in real handy. Okay, catch up to chat. That movie was good, only the earthbending was problematic. Also, they called Aang Ang. Did they just not... I'm genuinely questioning when making that movie, did they just not watch the original at all? A genuine question. Avatar Distorted Reality, have you seen it? No? What's that? Held a 99 kg boulder on his back, held 3 adults with one hand while flying. Adult Aang held his entire bodyweight with one finger. Bloody hell. Sends a 2.4 kg rock at Ozai. Sends a 1.5 kg rock at Ozai's blimp. Okay, yeah, those are kind of impressive. Now I'm just thinking back at Korra's physical feats in that regard. With the earth feats, you're right on that. Aang was definitely stronger in that regard. Korra is more of a brawler, really, so she doesn't use the elements in the best way possible. She uses them with punches and kicks and such. Now that I think about it, Seven Havens will just be the Avatar running away from humans and the spirits. Which is, what is her purpose if everyone wants to harm? I think they're just going to have it so she goes around finding out what really happened. So it's likely we're not going to find out the secret of what happened with Korra immediately. It's going to be something that's layered through the series, maybe through the first season. And then she's going to try to prove her innocence. Or I guess save the humans and spirits so they can go back to trusting the Avatar again. And I don't see that happening with how the Fire Nation operates. Hold on, I'm guessing this is tied to your previous text. Give me a sec. When villain Seven Havens, then I don't know. They don't. Yeah, fair enough. What is there to protect if the one you want to protect seeks your demise? Yeah, it's not going to be about protecting anyone. It's just going to be about uncovering the truth. Fan-made comic. Really? I've never heard of that before. Is it the one about Genji? Or is that a completely different thing? If you have a link to it, see if you can send it to me on either my email or Instagram or my Discord. I can get through it, so to be honest, was between Legion, Deathslinger, Blight Trickster, and Knight. Which 3 should I get and which 2 should I drop? Legion is definitely going to come in handy. Deathslinger is good, but he's better on keyboard and mouse because of the aiming thing. Blight is extremely fast-paced. Trickster is good. He's hated because of that very reason, and that he's long range. So the 2 killers I would recommend for you is Legion and Trickster, and Knight, because Knight can be really tricky too with how he uses his sentries, and you can basically just have multiple killers in the same match, which is really awesome. I've been talking so much I completely forgot to actually advance again. Okay. I came from that direction. Come on. Ah, now I can actually play. Cool, I'll go with them. Cheers, bro. No worries, bro. That's all dead, right?
Hey, why not have a look around the camp?
Look for what? Yeah, I'm just... What, do you want me to look for something?
Hey, why not have a look around the camp?
Look for what? Okay, I'm guessing you want me to have a look at this, right? I think. Okay, skill setting. Attack. You can learn a new skill. Okay, that's what you meant. Got it. I have 1 skill point. What am I learning? Press R2 to change to survivor trick. Okay. Select perfect dodge. Okay. Which one's perfect dodge? Okay. Yeah, this is gonna come in handy. I can see that. Hold to learn perfect dodge. Alright. Perfect dodge and allow you to avoid danger. Got it. We are so lucky that we are not in the same room. Brother. Okay, quick catch up to chat. Right. Bro, at this point they can keep GTA 6 and Into the Spider-Verse. And someone please eat Miguel O'Hara's soul. I like Miguel. What are you talking about? He's a good Spider-Man. In some ways, I even understand his point of view. GTA 6, at this point, I'll be honest with you, I don't know which one I'm excited for the most, because we're getting a lot of good games this next year. GTA 6, Marvel's Wolverine, which definitely playing that and definitely buying that. I'll have to buy it full price, which is God, that's gonna make my wallet look so bad. I had to get this game on discount, and I still had to pay 45 quid, like 45 quid for it, instead of like 60 or 70. But Wolverine and GTA 6 are probably going to be the games that I buy as soon as they release, but we'll have to see. Despite that, if I do buy them, I will probably be just playing them on stream while answering questions too. Cool, I'll go for them, bro. Spectre, you are so lucky that we are not in the same room. Why? What are you trying to imply, brother? Tom versus Jerry on a daily basis. What, you think you can scrap? Avatar Distorted Reality is a fan-made comic. It's basically Aang's friends, Katara and Sokka, and all the teammates have been switched with the enemy. As in, now Aang has Zuko and the others. Zuko, Azula, Ty Lee, and Mei on his team? Wow, that would actually be interesting to see. If I'm not able to touch Julia in GTA 6, the wait wasn't worth it. Don't worry, Nova. I think that's actually going to be a mechanic. Like, intimacy is going to genuinely be a mechanic in that game. New Old Republic game confirmed, by the way. Yeah, the next year is going to have so many good games. People's wallets are going to be so screwed. Because yeah, I do want to play Knights of the Old Republic too. I didn't play the previous one, but I did see a lot of videos on it, and it's extremely good. One of the best Star Wars games we've had in a while. So I will be wanting to play that too. Oh, and Katara can bloodbend in the middle of the day. I made a video about that. I don't think people like me for pointing it out, but yeah, she doesn't actually need the full moon to bend. I even proved there was no moon when she did the bloodbending, but people are still hyped up on copium, I guess. The games need to be so perfect that it requires no mode, especially since it will take 700 GB? Are you serious? I think my PlayStation is 1 terabyte or something. There is no way. Rumored to be only on PC and Xbox though, since every Old Republic game. Oh yeah, that's not gonna be the case. Xbox has basically just given up on exclusivity, with games like Halo already going on PlayStation and PC. So yeah, it's not going to be an exclusive anymore. Xbox doesn't believe in exclusivity anymore. Can I progress now? What is that? Okay, perfect dodge. Come on, swing, bruh. Ah, again. I dodged too early. Why? Yeah. Bring that. Bring it. Bring it, bro. Okay, perfect dodge seems good, but I think I'm just gonna go on perfect parry instead. I've heard some people hate the perfect parry mechanic. A quick catch up. Rumor to only be okay. It's not Xbox, it's the devs that only wants it on those for some odd reason. Microsoft is going to have their asses for that. I don't think Microsoft really care about maintaining profits anymore. Well, maintaining exclusivity because they want profits. So even if the devs don't want it on PlayStation and such, it's gonna come over. It's just a matter of time. Not gonna lie, Nvidia and AI is cooking the future of gaming. I heard that, by the way. I think they were raising what was it, RAM prices to like 5,000. I'm not sure if that's going to be true, but if that is genuinely true, that is insane. And instead of just making more RAM or more affordable, I think they're bringing back older models as well. And their reasoning is the current ones or the newer ones are just being bought up by AI companies, so they're not going to be selling those versions to consumers anymore. Which does kind of make you hate AI. I don't hate AI. I'm making that clear right now. I think AI can be useful, but when it's doing bullshit like that, I can't support AI at all. Also, I sent you a reel about getting more storage on PS5, by the way, and it's something that PlayStation recommended actually. I'll have a look at it. I'll have a look at that in a bit. For perfect dodge and parry, you need to let yourself hit and evade. Let yourself hit and evade parry? Do you mean I should go in the settings and allow it to be done automatically? Because that sounds bitch made and I'm not doing it. RAM is 500 and GPU is 5K. Okay, so RAM is going up to 500 and the GPU is going... Oh right, the graphics unit is going up to 5K. That's still insane. 5K for 2 pieces of 16 GB of RAM. 35 total. Yeah, that's insane. That is absolutely insane. Crazy stuff, bro. Hold on, let me just refresh the feed just in case there's any chats that aren't showing up. By the way, on your end, there is no problem with the stream, right? The graphics, visuals and everything's going well. Because I can't actually see it, so I can't tell. What's this? Members on live stream, start a poll, start a Q&A. Okay, so I have these tools available to me. Did not even know that. That's good to know though. All good, brother. Thank you. You need to let the attack connect and parry or evade at the same time. Oh, so it has to connect before I do that. Got it. There's a tiny bot following me. Do I just jump down? Because something's telling me not to do that.
Oh, it's one of the Legion's old supply boxes.
What's in here?
Do you think there's anything useful?
Well, it's Legion, so compatibility shouldn't be an issue. Make sure to take everything.
To use the current select potion. Okay. So it's just a potion then. Sounds good. Is this supposed to be something useful? I don't think so. But the fact that it's glowing like that makes me think it's important. Kinda.